What's going on, YouTube? It's ya boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. It is Friday, so I will be giving $100 away to somebody with a solid ass that ends up hitting correctly whatever the fuck, two-man, down in the comment section. Okay, I'm struggling. I don't know what I was trying. I should have just said, I don't know what I should have just said, but either way, look, it's 9 o'clock. There's no excuse, but I'm feeling a little tired still. Okay, all right, so just give me a little slack. Anyway, put your favorite two-man down in the comment section to enter your name into the $100 giveaway I'm doing on this video alone. We're still doing the $50 giveaway, but on Fridays, I like to do a little something special. So make sure you comment your favorite two-man down in the comment section. Yesterday was another just absolute dominant performance from the tools, man. I'm up 30 units already, and we're 9 days into the month. I'm up 30 units in the month of May, and we're 9 days in. There is only one difference between me and even the newest Betr watching my video. You could be watching for the very first time. There's one difference between me and you. I understand betting because I've been in it long enough to know that losses are going to happen. And if I stick with it long term, I'm going to be profitable. You are constantly bouncing around right now trying to find something that's going to win you the most and you lose the least. But losing days are going to happen. The quicker you realize that no matter what you do, losing days will happen, the only way to make profit after those losing days is by playing plus EV. Plus EV, for anyone who's doesn't know, is plus expected value. When you're buying a line at a certain odds, at a certain price, where it's a different, more expensive price everywhere else, right? That's all it's about. We are taking advantage of math. Now, I'm not some mathematician. Props Made Easy makes this thing incredibly easy. We have mathematician people on the team at Props Made Easy. I'm not a mathematician, so I'm not going to sit here and get on to the mathematical equations and all that shit, okay? But I will tell you that if you consistently take the top EVs and you follow that rule book that we followed using the Props Made Easy tools, which, by the way, are only $20 a month. They're $30 cheaper than the next closest tool that provides EV. It is a big gap in this industry between what Props Made Easy offers and everywhere else, especially for the price of $20 a month. And that's literally what it was made to do. If you have used Props Made Easy in the past and you gave up on it because you lost a day, join back up, lock in, and keep it going for the entirety of your month. Not a single person who has used Props Made Easy consistently for a whole month and legitimately used it correctly is not still a member to this day. We just crossed over 21,000 active members at Props Made Easy. Another 1,000 from what, 6 days ago when I mentioned we crossed over 20,000? People are consistently joining Props Made Easy and seeing that it is an absolute monster. And last night it did absolute work. 80% plus. I believe it was like 81 point something, to be exact. Of the 5% or higher EV that had 30 or more books baked in, cashed last night. Did exactly what the tool said. 81% of the plays that were 5% or higher EV and 30 or more books baked in hit. That is unheard of. And the reason why we're having so much success and consistently is because not only are we taking those high EVs, but we're only taking the EV that has a solid amount of sample size books baked into it. And that's why the game has changed. That's why shit's different now. Anyway, let's get into these picks, baby. All right, we're going to start off with Prizepicks first. And let's have another amazing day, man. Let's have another amazing Friday. We're going to go, as you can see, I selected NBA, NHL, and MLB. Excuse me. All right. We have some Prizepicks options on the board right now. You have Josh Naylor over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 5.87 EV. This line is minus 135 on the over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs across the 29 books. Again, our rule book is what? 5% or higher EV and 30 or more books baked in. 29 is close enough. You don't have to, be too stingent on it. It's close enough. And with DFS books, the value's not going to be as plentiful as you're going to see in a minute when we look through all the sports books. Obviously, the most accurate way to go will be playing these 5% or high EV, 30 or more books baked in, and straight betting them on sites where you can straight bet. Novig, ProfitX, DraftKings, FanDuel, all these other regular sports books. DFS books make you pair up. But if you're on a DFS book, you need to pair these up with other amazing options. For example, a very solid pairing right now would be Josh Naylor, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That follows our rulebook of 5% EV. Pretty much 30 books baked into the consensus. And then pairing that with William Nylander, over 2.5 shots on goal, which is a 5.53 EV. Minus 134 is the consensus across 42 books. So a good sample of 42 books. Really love this spot for William Nylander as well. So that's a good little prize pick slip right there. Josh Naylor over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and William Nylander over 2.5 shots on goal is going to be the absolute best option that you have there. Let's open it up and look at all sports books, and you will immediately see the different level of EV that you have available to you here. This is what I mean and what I continuously say. Like, I don't tell y'all, oh, get off the DFS books and straight bet on these sports books just because I hate DFS books. No, DFS books are great. It's awesome. But I know what is best for you long term because I've been in this game 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? I've been in this game over 10 years. I have people who are close to me who make livings off of this. So I just know what it takes. And you either listen or you don't. It's all good. Life will eventually teach you either way. But nonetheless, these are going to be your best options. Okay? Now, what's the problem with Will Warren up here? Yes, he's got a huge EV. Great spot there. But there's only 15 books baked into the consensus. The reason why we try to look for that minimum of 30 is because it really makes it more like the more of a sample you have, the more solid of a representation you have. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't have to force anything. Andre, right below him, over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 112 odds. Get it as close to minus 112 as you can. 9.72 EV, minus 137 are consensus odds on the over. 2.5 shots on goal across 40 books. So amazing play, checks all of our boxes. And again, any of these plays, like if you have certain sports books that you can play in your city, only select those here, okay? Only select those here. That way you only have the plays showing that you can actually put in, okay? All right, let's keep looking at what other options we have. Another amazing option is Adolis Garcia over 0.5 bases at minus 120 on Fanatics. 9.28 favored, it is a favored EV. I'll get to that here in a second too. Adolis Garcia over 0.5 bases is a 9.28 EV percent, minus 120 on Fanatics. The consensus odds across 40 books is minus 147. So again, this is the type of play you're looking for. People with small bankrolls. This is exactly what you want to do when you reach Props Made Easy. You want to go to Props Made Easy. You want to go to All EV and go to Favored EV. What that will do for you, if you're looking at all the books, right? Not just DFS books. I'll touch on DFS books and what Favored EV is on DFS books here in a second. But when you have all books on here, you go to Favored EV, what's going to show you is plays that are already favored on that book by minus 120 or higher odds. What's that telling you? That's telling you that that play is already favored to happen, but yet EV thinks it's even more likely than what it's showing on that sports book. You feel what I'm saying? And these plays are going to be more consistent. You're not going to have as much profit if you're playing just the absolute top EV, but these are going to be not only solid EV, but more consistent for the low bankroll people who are trying to build up their bankroll. You need to straight bet these favored EV plays if you have a low bankroll and you're really trying to just have consistent success. You're still going to lose. It's going to happen still. There's no way to prevent that. But you will win a lot more consistent overall throughout the span of a month. You will still make profit because you're still playing amazing EV, but yet you're just playing plays that are already favored to happen, okay? Now, for example, I just mentioned, what about the DFS books favored EV? It's a little bit different. When you use favored EV on the DFS books, what it's going to show you is plays where on sharp books, like Pinnacle and some other very sharp books where they don't limit professional bettors, so their odds are very sharp. They have to be minus 140 or higher odds to show here. So as you can see, Josh Naylor over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. When you average all the sharp books together, they are at minus 140 or higher. So you know that this is a solid play based off, not only is it solid EV among the 40 sports books or the 29 sports books right here, but we also know that when it comes to just looking at the sharp books, they have it at minus 140 or higher juice, which is heavily juiced, which is heavily favored. Okay? All right, let's go back to all books real quick and see if there's any So Adalis Garcia over 0.5 bases is one of my favorite locks of the day right there. And then Buddy Hield over 3.5. Actually, that's for tomorrow, though. Let me make sure I'm just talking about today. If you want to do that, you could just type the date in just like I did right there, and all you will see is plays for the 9th. Adalis Garcia over 0.5 bases is my first play that you got to get in. Pete Armstrong is one of those plays that is heavily favored to happen already and is still solid EV. Okay, so you could play a play like that if you want to take less risk. You could play the Devers play under 1.5 bases if you want to take less risk. Jarrett Allen under 11.5 rebounds is a good one because it's minus 125 juice, so not too crazy juice, but it is favored to happen. 7.72 EV percent, 43 books baked into the consensus for the under 11.5 rebounds for Jarrett Allen. So really good spot there as well. Let's go to the Game Center. You just click that button at the top right, and it'll move you over to the game bets. All right, let's see what we have here. First of all, let's select all of the sports we're interested in playing today. And let's select all the books. Okay, first thing you immediately see, by the way, what about that, was it Toronto last night? Or was it Tampa Bay? I can't remember what team it was, but the under on the first inning scores for the team was like a plus 143 that we talked about in the video yesterday. And they ended up going under. Edmonton Oilers ended up going under their team total of, so they ended up not scoring in the first period and hit at a plus 147 odds. So amazing spot there. This is a long shot play. Remember, on long shot plays like this, you don't want to put your full unit size on it. You only want to put like half of your unit size or a quarter of your unit size. But nonetheless, Toronto Maple Leafs first period money line three-way is plus 300 odds on DraftKings, where they are plus 270 across 60 sports books. So that's a solid spot to start. This really sticks out to me. Arizona Diamondbacks over 4.5 team total at minus 110 on Circa. They are favored at almost minus 130 to go over 4.5 team total over 75 books. So solid EV of 7.71, 75 books baked in. Amazing spot. And that's going to be the main play of the day, honestly. Arizona Diamondbacks over 4.5 team total. Get it in. Get it in. Absolutely love it. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. And just like last night, let's have a huge day again. The tools are going crazy. If you want to be a part of them, stop missing out. It's only $20 a month. And then make sure you join the Sharp Society community over at Props Made Easy as well, where it's just a bunch of people working together to become the best bettors we can be. Plain and simple. If you want to learn, if you want to utilize tools that are cheap but yet accurate and learn how to use them the most effectively as well, join the Sharp Society. Let people walk you through the best strategies. There's plenty of members in there who have daily success utilizing the tools that can hold your hand and walk you through this. If you don't want to listen to me, there's plenty of people who are literally having success with Props Made Easy every day that can hold your hand and walk you through the best processes to go with that they do that gives them the most success. Okay? Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Y'all have an amazing Friday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.